Claudia Marmol from the time we talked a month ago, maybe something like that, about
Right,
a month ago.
right. And we went through with Claudia. Claudia Marmol, she's actually Claudia. She is the sister again of Michelle Troconis.
Yep.
She and her family have been very outspoken, very supportive of her sister Michi, who got sentenced yesterday um, in the conspiracy to commit murder and other crimes that the jury found her guilty of. And Claudia and her family have been very supportive, made clearly that they do not believe her sister was guilty. And quite frankly, Michael, one of the reasons that you and I have been doing this and spending so much time with Claudia is that we believe there may be issues with the conspiracy to commit murder verdict. We have been very, I guess, supportive.
I think we've looked at the case objectively, and we think there's a problem,
Right.
and we think that on appeal there's a lot to talk about.
So, but what happened yesterday, Claudia?
Take us through the day.
Well, yesterday was my sister Michelle's sentencing, and it's still very hard to digest, as I said afterwards to the media, and that it was extensive hours. First, the state went, so the victim impact went, and it was full of, in our opinion, and I guess everyone that was there, full of hate, of rage. They were pointing at my sister. They were still making false accusations and claims regarding my sister's whereabouts and her history in Connecticut and with Fotis Dulos, even claiming that she killed Jennifer. Multiple of Jennifer's friends mentioned that, and that is absolutely false. I would like to state that my sister was never with Fotis at the time. Whatever Fotis did and may have done, that was Fotis' mistake. That was Fotis' actions. That does not have anything to do during or after with my sister whatsoever. And then after they spoke, then we had a chance to speak. We had, thankfully, Michi. She sparks the light in all of us, and so she's our pillar of in our family. And we had about 44 plus people from all over the world that came to support my sister. So it was beautiful, and that we had the entire family, friends that came. We had about 23 speakers, including myself, as far as speaking of her character, who she truly is. And we ended with my niece, Michelle's daughter. And, then obviously we heard the judge make his sentencing, and the rest is, as you guys know it, her fate. But it's been an injustice and very unfair for us.
So tell us about the moment that you heard. I mean, there's all of these gut wrenching stories, both from your family and from the Farmer family. But at a certain point, you actually hear the sentence. What was your reaction?
Well, my reaction, in all honesty, I was next to my niece and I was writing everything down, and I was like, what is it? Because the judge started like backwards. And so I wasn't sure. For me, it was like Chinese. Like all I heard is like the cartoons, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what just happened? So the sentencing, she did get 14 and a half years, of which afterwards then plus 5 in probation. So that is the maximum sentence from concurrently, having the charges run concurrently. Um, any day with her in jail is unfair and should not. She does not deserve to be in there. My sister is 100% innocent. She has nothing to do with what they've accused her of. And we will continue to claim that and to have the world know my sister's story, why she wouldn't have done that. The fact yesterday they were even claiming one of the big arguments that really disturbed us as a family is that a lot of Jennifer's friends claimed that my sister wanted to replace Jennifer, and that that's what she was hoping to do, and that she in no ways did it. And my sister would never replace Jennifer. My sister actually, and I believe I told you the last time we had a meeting, that my sister has and had a beautiful life with my niece and with us as a family. We're very close, close knit family. And my sister in any ways spoke ill of Jennifer. She actually was the one that would tell Fotis, it's okay, honey, baby, whatever they called each other, everything's going to be fine. Because again, we had gone through the amicable divorce of our parents. So we had that in our life. And then she had also continues to have that relationship with the father of my niece. So for her, the most normal thing is for both parent figures to be present in the children's lives. And so my sister would always instill that in Fotis and would tell him, everything's going to be okay. Talk to Jennifer, do this. So the fact that they claimed yesterday and they were pointing at her with such rage, anger, and it was very disturbing to hear because that's definitely not who my sister ever would have had any intentions whatsoever to replace any human being, let alone another mother.
Now, Claudia, we know you well enough, and through you, we've heard about your sister. And we know that that you all believe that, and it was emotionally wrenching that the Farber children, Farber Dula's children, really are in pain and suffering, and we understand that. But I thought it was remarkable too that, and also understanding that Michelle's daughter, your niece, spoke at the sentencing forum along with her father. Um,
Yes.
and if anything, it would seem to me that if her father thought that Mishi in any way was involved, he'd want to like wrench her and take her and keep her far away from anybody that's associated supportive of Michelle. And to me, these were three gut wrenching moments there, but also very human moments and very telling moments.
Yes. So not only, yes, my father spoke, and obviously, as you're saying, Linda, the fact that yes, my father would do anything, and he would have never allowed my sister to be in harm's way of any man. Yet again, as we've said from day one in the defense, Fotis completely fooled us all. He deceived us all. He portrayed himself as this fabulous man, and he was not, unfortunately. And we didn't learn that until after this whole situation occurred. So it's very sad that the world is judging, and whatever actions Fotis again took, that was Fotis. But this is not the trial of Fotis Dulos. Fotis Dulos took the easy way out by committing suicide, and he left my sister, as you guys say, holding the bag, and she should not be paying for his prize or his crimes. Because my sister did not do anything. She would never, ever, absolutely harm or associate herself or plan something so malicious and horrific as she's been charged and as she's been convicted and as she's been sentenced to, to serve. She does not deserve this whatsoever. It's very unfair. It's a huge mistake and an injustice. And that's why we will be appealing this. We will continue this fight until justice is done.
You must know that. I hope you stay away from the social media, but you must know that there is a backlash thinking this was just a gift. This sentence is just not severe enough. What's your take on that?
As far as the sentencing goes, sorry, it was very hard for me to hear you. If you can repeat again.
Yeah, just the reaction by some that this was an easy sentence. It was just too soft.
I disagree because, again, my sister does not deserve to be there even an hour more or even a second more in that jail. That, again, for something she had nothing to do with. So it is not, it's actually 14 and a half years. It's said easy. She's going to be 50 this year. My niece is 17. Like, it's depriving an innocent person from living. And I understand the pain, and we are in pain too for the Dulos children, for the family and the friends. I can only imagine that this has been a huge suffering for them, and I pray for them. And we want to know, and I did say it, and I will continue saying it in my talk yesterday in the sentencing. I said it afterwards to the media, and I will continue saying it to the world. We do pray, and we want to know what truly where Jennifer is and what happened, as far as to give that some closure. But as the judge said, he said something along the lines of, wanting this for revenge. Like, this is not, again, this, my sister should not pay someone else's price for the crimes that he committed. And that was Fotis Dulos. And not once, one of the things as a sister that really disturbed me is that not once did the victims mention Fotis Dulos. It was very scarce. And again, they went all in towards Michelle Troconis. And I think that was very, very unfair because my sister, yes, she was the girlfriend, but she was fooled, and she was another victim of Fotis Dulos, same as Jennifer Dulos. The only difference is that Jennifer Dulos just decided to run off and with the kids when she filed for divorce without telling him, because she was, again, scared that he would be so enraged and he would come after them and do something towards them. My sister didn't perceive that, because my sister met him, was only with him for, out of those 2 years, living about 10, 11 months together. Jennifer spent, I don't know how many years together. So that also is very important to note, that I think the world is just pinpointing, or, well, my sister had to know. No, you don't know. There's people that are married 20 years and they still don't know the whereabouts and the things that their significant other does. That doesn't mean that you're a criminal.
And no, I don't want to interfere with the relationship with your family or lawyers, but can you give us a little hint about what Nishi's reaction was to the sentence, and what are the next steps for the family?
Well, this for us, as I said before, any even a day more in jail is an injustice. So 14 and a half years, even though it was a lesser for us, it's still a lot of years. Even 1, 2, 3 years is, again, she's already served a punishment. She's been punished for these past 5 years. This has been, again, completely unfair. Our lives have been shattered completely of, our future. So no, she doesn't deserve. So the sentence is, again, as I said at the beginning, and as I will continue saying, it's very hard to digest and to comprehend, because I still feel this is surreal. I still want to wake up from this nightmare, and unfortunately it's not a nightmare, it's my sister's life.
Well, we know that this is going to play out. It's a long, hard road, and we appreciate you updating us on this difficult day yesterday. Obviously, we'll keep in touch, and wish
Yes.
you guys the best as this journey continues.
And I would let everyone tell you to go back and look at our interview we did with Claudia, because I think it sets the stage for what she just told all of us right now. Thank you very much, Claudia.
Thank you, Claudia.
No, thank you for giving me the time to share my sister's story and to, again,